Alright, now we're on a new video. We're going to drive this thing down the road and kind of show you how it drives out and all a little bit. Bear with me here when I'm trying to hold this camera and all as I'm doing this. I want to make sure I don't run over nothing. Alright, you see that truck right there, the windows are still fogged up from the rain. The engine ain't warmed up yet. That's the truck I've bought. And that's the only reason why I'm looking to get rid of this one. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even consider selling it because, you know, it's too good of a truck. I'm going to have to sit here and let this defogger work a little bit. The rain's got the window fogged up so bad you can't even see. The only thing is, you know, it just takes these diesels a long time to warm up. Let me see here. If I had something here that I could just wipe it with, but I don't think I've even got a napkin or anything in here because I pretty much cleaned the truck out to sell it. Leave that open there just a minute. That's the original owner's manual and all in the glove box. Like I said, I have both set of keys. Let me just see if it'll let it warm up a bit. So as you can see, the original radio works and all. Now there's no tape player or nothing on that. That's just a flat AM/FM radio is all that is. This is a 1985 Ford XLT Lariat is what it is, the F250 model. Like I said, I have all original keys and everything. Let me see if I can see enough to get going here. Well, as you can tell from backing out, the reverse does work. It has a C6 transmission in it. I've been told by mechanic them C6s last about 400,000 miles. Alright, so as you hear, transmission and everything shifts out great on it. Speedometer works and all on it. Yeah, I just don't know if this was a real good day to do this video or not, because it's such of a rainy day down here. You know, it's really got these windows and all fogged up. That's the only downfall on these diesels. They take a long time to warm up. Now you can see over here it's starting to warm up a little bit. The defogger's starting to clear the window out there. So it is starting to warm up a little bit. But if you can hear that diesel, she's sounding good. Yeah, we just had a little flood pocket right there I didn't even see. I just kicked it on down and kicked in passing gear. Again, as you see, speedometer and all is working fine on it. We're cruising along right at about 55 miles an hour here. It does have dual tanks. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it's got dual fuel tanks. The back tank, it was on empty, but the fuel hand and all does work on that tank too. There has been times I filled both tanks up. So the fuel hand does work on that tank too. Truly believe if you want a good old truck, this will do it. Christmas season is coming in. A lot of you guys there, look at that oil pressure. Even though the engine is now heating up, it still has high oil pressure. The oil pressure does not drop a bit just because the engine heats up. You know, on a lot of your gas engines, when the engine heats up, the oil pressure drops. On this one, it don't. As you can see right there, it still has a high rating here, and the engine temp is now heating up. So it holds good oil pressure, which tells me all your main bearings and all of that in this engine is still in good condition. You don't have to worry about that. The defogger's now starting to defrost the wind a little bit where we can see a little better out of it. We'll get down on it hard here where you can hear it. Don't be scared of these diesel engines. This is a good truck. It's been one of the best trucks I've ever owned. Had it not been for me buying a new truck, I wouldn't even consider selling this. There you go, about 75, 80 mile an hour, and it's just cruising along. So I mean, don't be scared of these diesel engines. These diesel engines are tough. Believe me, I drove heck out of this truck. Heat works real good. I'll tell you, I'm going to crack this window because actually when I got it on the heat side, you know, to defrost that windshield, it's got me plumb ass hot in here. As you can see there, I'm trying to hold still. Still showing good oil pressure. Oil pressure's not dropping none on this thing. And the engine's at full operating temperature. So this engine's in real good shape. Tranny's in real good shape. Shift's fine. Oil's fine. Don't slip or nothing. If you're seriously looking for a good low oil truck, you're not going to find a better one, I promise you. Like I said, I got 4,500 in this truck. I really need 28 out of it. But if somebody will come and buy it, the bottom dollar I'll take on it is 2,500. I just can't let it go no cheaper than that. I've had a lot of conquests in this truck. People want it cheaper, and I just can't do it. I've got too much in it. I don't know if I mentioned it, but a lot of these parts are still under warranty also. So if you have any problem out of the alternator, starter, or anything like that, it's got a lifetime warranty on it. If you'll just tell me that you're having that problem, I can get that part exchanged for you. Or I'll just give you my phone number, name and address, and all of that, and you can take it back to AutoZone yourself and get that part exchanged. I mean, that's all it is. Now, we may have some flooding roads up here because we're in a section that floods where I live, so I'm going to slow down just a little bit. I don't want to run off in no flooding roads while I'm trying to make this video here. Yeah, we flooded out. We're getting flooded here pretty good. Can you hear this diesel whine? You know what my motto is? My wife always used to get on to me. But my brother was a trucker for years. And in the trucking industry, they have this model in the diesel. It's called hammer down. Every time I get in this thing, that's what I do. I hammer down. That's what I'm telling you. I'll stand behind it. Because I've been in this truck, I've hammered down, and it's been a good one for me. I'm going to have to stop here in a minute and do a third video